Good day guys, welcome to Side Hustle, the next video. Educational on Bootstrap, educational for novices. Inside the remaining video we've seen what's a grid system in Bootstrap and how we are able to use packing containers in Bootstrap. Now on this video we are able to see how we can insert rows and columns in a field in Bootstrap. So last time I have informed you that each Bootstrap internet web page has this field, and inside this container you could use rows and columns. And that is what makes the idea of grid system in Bootstrap. So permits try to upload a few rows and columns inside our container right here. So I've a bit sample for you how you can upload the rows and columns internal your field div element. So I have advised you remaining time that you could upload as many as rows you need in an internet page. So there is no restrict on adding the variety of rows and how you may upload these rows. You could just upload this div detail and take this elegance known as row, after which it'll add this row to your container. Okay, and also you can upload a couple of rows. So for example, I will just add some paragraph right here, random paragraph, and am able to shop this and that. I will run my net page, and in right here I can see this row is brought, and I can add as many wide variety of rows as I want. So one row beneath different row beneath other. Okay, so you can add, you realize you may replica and paste something like this, and it will upload as many rows as you need. So I will save this and run it and add rows like this. Okay, now in an effort to upload columns you need to do inside the row. Okay, so for instance I'm able to delete all the rows except for one, and in right here I need to feature a column K. So the way you do that like this. So this elegance you want to import which start from coel, after which comes some wildcard or asterisk which you can change or that you have more than one options for. So for the primary asterisk, after this column comes the dimensions of this column, and it relies upon on the tool you need to use or device on that you need to use this column. For instance, you want to apply it on telephones, then you definitely use access instead of this asterisk. So for example, for telephone you operate XS, or if you need to use it for tablet you change it with SM. If you want to use for desktop of everyday size, then you definitely use MD, and if you want to use it for large computing device, then you use LGK. And the next asterisk is the column quantity. As an instance we wanted to feature some columns, so that we already have mentioned that maximum range of columns we are able to add to our internet page is 12 in Bootstrap proper. So you can simply say it is able to be of 6 size, so whatever quantity you write here it'll take it as range of columns. Okay, so for example I write as here 6, it'll take it as 6 columns. So allows make it for desktop right here, and I am going to simply reproduction this and paste it enter my row. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this paragraph once again interior this column div. Okay, so inside this column div I'm going to paste this paragraph, and I am going to chop it and run it once again, and also you can see it captures or it takes the half of the size of your page with K. So for instance I gave right here 12, most 12 I'm able to provide because the column you recognize variety of columns proper, and I refresh my web page. It takes the complete width just like the row. Okay, and once I do something like for example range of columns is identical to 2, it takes columns here so like this. Okay, so you can vary this number from 1 to 12. Okay, so for 12 it will be maximum, and for 1 it will likely be minimum like this. Now you may upload more than one columns interior your row. For instance I wanted to add a few greater columns, as in instance 3 columns, and for this first column I gave the width of 2 deci, column I deliver the width of 4, and 1/3 column I supply the width of 6. For instance, so total of these columns is 12 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 12, right? And I'm able to refresh my web page, and you can see this is same to 2 columns, that is identical to 4 columns, and that is identical to 6 columns. Okay, or what you may do is you could do something like 4, 4, and 4 it relies upon you the size you could range. So 4, 4, 4 will be equal for our text 1, and x2 and x3 are all identical. K, or you could range u1 and 8 and 3 for instance. Okay, save it, refresh the page, and it's going to take the width as you unique proper. So on this way you could use rows and column in your Bootstrap. 1 greater factor you, for example you want to add 1 greater row containing this columns, you can simply reproduction this row as an instance, and you may add a couple of rows something like this. Okay, and after I refresh this it We'll provide you with 3 columns from first row, different 3 columns from second row, and different 3 columns from 1/3 row. So in this manner you can use rows and columns in Bootstrap. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please feel remark, subscribe, and by means of phone